Alright, hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here. This is my reaction to One Piece, chapter 1112, back from the 3-week hiatus or break that it went on. So yeah, we got chapter 1112 titled Hard Aspect. Cover page is Yamato, Oni Child, Yamato, and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 3. Consider this parting gift payment for a favor I must ask of you. And that's from Kinemon. The translator note says, in astrology, an aspect refers to the angles formed by planets in relation to each other on a birth chart or horoscope wheel. Alrighty. So yeah, starting the chapter, the Mark Dendemushi saying, the Mark III Pacifista have all been incapacitated. Don't let up, keep firing. We can't let Emperor Straw Hat's crew escape. And so yeah, you see the Pacifista is down. And then it says, over the Dendemushi says, it'll be a disaster if Jewelry Bonnie gets away. And then Nostro says, she is no more than a little 12-year-old girl, and you gave her the power to eradicate entire nations. Your defiance is as foolish as it is insolent, Vegapunk. And then yeah, we got the Giants, or Oimo and Kashi, saying, let's hurry back to the ship. Yeah, some scary-looking guys just arrived. And then yeah, they see the cannons fire. And then the Marines yelling, or someone's yelling, stop them from setting sail. I guess it's the Marines that says, target the ship from Elbaf and sink it. Get to the northeastern front on the double. And so yeah, we got Frankie coming in with a punch, it looks like, saying, out of the way. And yeah, one of them, Vice Admiral saying, I'm not letting you through. Forget what it's red something. Ooh, and yeah, Frankie says, out of the way. And the guy says, I'm not letting you through. He says, steam. And Frankie says, strong. And then right. And he just gets clobbered. And it says, hey, Giants, take care of my dad. And that's what Bonnie says. And they say, you bet. And someone says, brace yourself, Jewelry Bonnie, you stupid, miserable brat. We're not going to let you keep a single one of our war machines. And it says, uh-oh, he's not a weapon. And yeah, Bonnie turns him into a child and then kicks him in the face. And yeah, she says, my daddy is a hero, you cleft-chin geezer, and kicks him in the face. And then yeah, one of them in the back is like, this is hard to watch, stop. Back at the Labostratum, we got the video saying, aren't you going to drink that Vega coffee of yours? And then Vegapunk says, don't tease me, Shaka, it's too hot. You know my tongue's sensitive as a cat's. And it says, there's only 4 minutes left now, Stella. And then he starts sipping, and then it says, I think it's war with, yeah. It says, this is definitely the same room. New York says, there's no doubt this is where it was filmed, but then yeah, he just fires a blast through it. New York's like, wait a sec, don't do anything crazy. And the video keeps going, saying, Stella, there's not enough time. And New York's like, see, you didn't stop diddly squat. And then, yeah, the video says, but we can cool the coffee down if we use a thermoelectric device to alternate the... And New York says, if I were Stella, I'd have made sure the broadcast nail was well hidden. Ooh, and then he says, then I shall continue until the entire lab is vaporized. And then York says, that'd be a mistake. The second floor of Building B is dedicated to weapon development. And the first floor houses the power station. Not only that, but the third floor of Building C stores a number of high-pressure gas cylinders. If you damage any of those, the resulting explosion will blow Punk Records to smithereens. And he says, then think of a solution. You satellites all share identical thought process, correct? New York says, of course, I know exactly how to stop this. Besides, we don't want to rack up any more quote-unquote sins. She says, our relationship is already troubled enough. And then he's like, I sense the voice of a small life form above. And then she says, you mean from Punk Records? And I guess York says, don't tell me he hit the snail there. And York says, it'll be one of the broadcast snails we recently finished developing. They're shaped like this, or with a sort of triangular shell. Where is the entrance, he says, and then flies up. And Stussy says, or I guess we see Stussy, and then, yeah. She's like huffing and says, what a relief it's gone. Guess it wasn't interested in us. So yeah, she saw the Gorsei guy fly away. And then Kaku's like, the feeling's mutual. What in the blue blazes was that monster? Going off of what we overheard, I think it's one of the 5 elders. And then Kaku's like, go figure, what a repulsive transformation. And he says, so why are you still here? Did your new pals leave you high and dry? I'd be downright heartbroken if it weren't for your own recent double cross. And Stussy says, I decided to stay of my own volition. Someone needed to be here to carry out this final mission. And then you got someone yelling, hang on, we're just going to leave Stussy behind. And it says, there's no helping it. The darn barrier has to be lowered the instant the ship attempts this big escape. And mind you, the Frontier Dome can only be disarmed from the command tower. The lady wanted to do it herself. Can only respect that and show our gratitude by getting out of here alive. Ooh, and then Nami says, of course we won't waste this chance to escape, but... And then Robin says, the thing is, how are we meant to cover the distance that Vega Force 1 was originally going to fly us? That's the real head scratcher here, Nico Robin, Edison says, I guess. According to my calculations and all conventional wisdom, we're 100% guaranteed to crash and burn. And they say, seriously? And Usopp says, guys, I finished loading the Kuda burst. We can take off towards the sea the second Zoro and the others get on board. We don't make it, we'll have to improvise and rely on everyone's powers. Give it your all. Let's give it our all. And then Edison says, wowee, this sure is a rowdy crew. And yeah, he says, they say miracles happen because guts triumph over all, and I love that theory. Even if I am a scientist. I am a scientist. And then Edison jumps off and says, I guess Lilith, I think, or one of them says, Edison, where are you going? And he says, I'm going to make sure your ship reaches the ocean. So yeah, he says, trust me. Projected damage is 78%. And then yeah, he hits the barrier, and there's an explosion. He says, I ain't dying, not yet. And then a terrible vortex is emanating from the island. Back at the sea, we see one of the Gorosei, the worm, is sucking in air. And so yeah, you got Dory and Broggy and Luffy trying to escape, but getting like pulled back by the suction. It says, what power is it's sucking us in and we're not getting anywhere. And he got Luffy like just big teeth because it's getting dragged back. And he says, damn it, if you're so hungry, try chewing on this building. So yeah, like pushes the building over and it goes flying into the mouth, stopping it up. And then Dory and Broggy say, Gababa, this is a real thrill. And then Luffy's old. He says, I'm beat. And they're like, what the straw hat? You look like an old man. Luffy says, I'm all out of food and power. He says, food, want some Carl. And Luffy says, Carl. And he's like, blah, what's that smell? And Brogy says, or Dory, I think it is, I forget which one they are, says, fermented shark. It's an emergency ration from Elbaf Gababa. May stink, but it's tasty. And then Luffy's like, whoa, that hit the spot. And they're like, yeah. Your body's so expressive. You're back to normal. And then, yeah, the boar comes chasing after him and says, the boar's charging. And Luffy says, gear third. Gum Gum Red Rock, and hits the boar on the head. But, yeah, just like, ow. And then he says, how hard is this guy's skin? And it just got glare, and then we go back to the Labostratum. Back to the Labostratum, we hear a yell, and then says, Usopp says, hey, hang on, what the world, who goes there? And you see Saturn's legs have stabbed into the cloud. And Chopper says it looks like a crab. Over on the northeast coast, it says the Giants. Yeah, they get cut down by Nostro, who looks just absolutely like a demon. And it says, who the heck is that? That's what Bonnie says. And then over Punk Records says, there's only 1 minute, Stella. I know. And then he says, one of the girls say, I gotta get their names down, says, this must be it. It seems fortune did not favor you this time, Vegapunk. And you hear this gurgling noise in the back, and then he just looks up. It's front cover and color spread next issue. So yeah, that's the chapter. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, then like it, share it, sub the channel, and yeah, we'll see y'all later. Bye.